Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 4, Episode 49, approaching the big 50, with me, Sid, and, plans. I have plans. I have a lot of plans, and they're good plans. You'll be pleased to know. They're excellent plans, in fact. And the plans revolve around, for starters, I think, if I want ladders. That's the first thing I need. The first thing I need is ladders, and the second thing I'm going to need is jack-o'-lanterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, maybe 8. Oh well, 7 of those plus 1 of those combined with a bit of that. There you go. There's 8 of those. I will want ladders. I'm going to need more ladders than that. That's going to be good. Okay. Oh dear, what's going on? I see. Yes. Bang, that'll do us. Keep those on us because we'll probably want them. And in there are 2 sequoia barrels. That will do us for starters. Anything else? I could have done with some loggy things, but we'll survive. We'll definitely survive, actually. So, plan for today. Now I'm a little bit conscious that the last few episodes have been, what's the word I'm looking for? They have been a little bit low effort. And that's not to say that it didn't really take me any effort to make them, but I generally run my recording several episodes ahead of me, about a week. I normally have a week's worth of material recorded at any one time, and the week's holiday in Greece meant that when I came back I only had 2 days ahead of myself. So I've had to try and cram quite a bit of recording into a fairly limited amount of time to keep myself ahead of myself, and also to kind of squeeze myself a little bit ahead of myself each time we come to, to do it. So hopefully this episode we're going to correct and answer a little bit of that redress that imbalance even. There are many words that we could have used there, but I chose to use the one that I didn't know. And we're going to start off up here. Now this is the dangerous bit, if you like. So I want to make an XP farm, because one of the features of this pack, right, this thing here needs to scan, not the planks. I want to scan you. Really? I want to scan you before you spawn anything. Oh, crying out loud. It may not be, it may just be that there's actually nothing, oh man, to scan here, but no, there is something there. That one is going to die. Right, we need to basically chop this tower down. Well, we need to chop this entire barn down, which means we're going to get a lot of materials, because these things are huge. And I don't know whether I've got one. I've got no. Oops. We'll have that. And of course there's all sorts of goodies in here as well, like repeaters, and as you can see here down below, spawners galore. Now what we need to do is basically, this is the spawner I want to keep. Oh, come on. And to achieve that, we're going to basically strip out this entire barn around it. All of these materials are going to get put into storage, and we'll periodically have to run away and just let the mobs despawn, because as you can hear, there's a lot of very, very angry spiders down there. These things, by the way, are full of I don't think we can really do much there, can we? We can get in here and we can come through and out here. That's one thing we can do. So yeah, we're going to have to basically clear this out and, you know, put it to where's the ladder there? Hey, put it to some good use. And it's going to take me a while, but that's fine because, you know, I've just said that I don't want to do these zero effort episodes. So yeah, well, not zero. I mean, as I say, I think zero effort is probably a strong phrase. Let's seal that. Let's go in here and we're going to pop you and you. I'm going to stick that in there temporarily, and we'll stick all of the stuff we picked up, and then we can head back and get more. It's going to take a while. I'm going to probably, I may even have to go back and make more tools at this eventually, but yeah, we'll have that. Grab all the things, and yeah, I'm going to get this area cleared, and I will be back with you with a progress report. All right, we've got back because we need to get a few things, and we also need to let some of the mobs despawn because it's getting a little bit hairy out there. Now the thing I want, the useful hello, how are you today? I am fine, thank you very much. Is I want some dirt. I'm thinking that we can exploit. I don't think we need that much actually. That's probably more than enough. We can exploit TFC's gravity mechanics a little. So what we've got over there at the moment in the spawning chamber, if you like, is is hay bales with spawners underneath them. At one end it's a couple of spider spawners, and at the other end I believe there's a zombie. I think maybe a zombie and a skeleton spawner, or a zombie and a creeper spawner. Whatever it is, they're not pleasant. They're not pleasant. You know, they're not nice peoples. They want to kill us. So I could, if we were playing fairly normal vanilla Minecraft, just given I'm reasonably armored, I'm not vastly armored, but I'm reasonably armored. I'm probably the equivalent of chain. Well, I am in chainmail, but about the equivalent of chain in vanilla. And so I could dive in and wail around me with my sword, and you know, get a whole load of mobs killed, and that would work in vanilla. Diving into this pit of hell in TFC is almost certainly doomed to get you killed. So yeah, it's not always the most advised thing to just dive in with this. Sorry if there's a bit of if you're getting a wee bit of road noise. Well, alright, let's not put too fine a point on it. It's hot. It's 25 degrees here in the UK right now, or it was when I was driving home, and that's hot enough for me. And hot is hot. So what we got here now is we've got down there in that particular space a whole load of bales. I'm really not bothered about the thatch. So what we should be able to do is use this to destroy the thatch, which the spiders are spawning in. So long story short, we can use this as a means, sorry about that mate, but it's nothing personal, of destroying the area the spiders can spawn, and that will make this life a lot easier. And we repeat this on both sides, and I can probably use that to kill that one. That will work, won't it? Right. Okay. Maybe we need to come around the other side. So I've got the spawner we want thoroughly lit up. Now all I need to do is work out how to get these other ones, and we'll be laughing. Yeah, this is working all very nicely. Thank you very much. There's quite a few spoders down there, isn't there? So let's most of them are taking some damage. What I want is it to be falling that way. And that will hopefully destroy the spawners. I'm not entirely sure 100% where they are, but I know they're in there. Right, so with that done, let's see, can we... There are also spawners underneath that hay there, but this is where life gets a little bit more difficult, because these ones are obviously down underneath. Oh, hello. Hang on. That's one. Just let's get these killed, and maybe we can just clear this out. So yeah, this is just I've used this, I think I've mentioned using this technique of top-down attacks, where you have a dungeon area, things very much like say roguelike dungeons or any of the ruined towers, and oh, he's blind now, you see, so he doesn't know I'm here, but now he does, and oh, now he's not playing well. Come on then. Come on. Yes. You shall die, won't you? Yes, you will. But then we can come, rather than give these guys a hole that they can work out of, what we do is just use the terrain in our favour is the idea. Come on. And there's another one there. Oh, there's the other spawner. So we'll have that one. So what we probably need to do is work out, because there's still quite a lot of spiders around here, and I don't know whether they're still spawning or not. But these are very persistent little buggers. I don't mind them here because they can't really do much. But there's quite a lot here, and let me try and just clear That's a hell of a lot of spiders, isn't it? Let's let's go and investigate, shall we? Are we getting more? Still getting spawns down? I think they're still spawning down there, aren't they? Yeah, they are. All right. Let me work out this one. Be back in a bit. All right. So I've come around this side, and the spider spawners are up behind there somehow, or somewhere even. We're going to need. I should have brought some of the planks over from over there, shouldn't I? Damn it. That would have made a lot more sense. I need something to build up, and basically we need to again tunnel in from underneath, and again, spiders being too wide, we need to use that against them and destroy their spawners, and well, should be good and happy. Yeah, that should be enough. I'll tell you something. This, taking this apart, even just taking it apart if there weren't spawners in it, would be a major headache in this. The wood is a pain to chop. I know we can use my saw and it will. So I blocked off that. I should probably just come through here and see what we can see. They're in here somewhere. They've got to be. There. One. Right, so if I'm over here, let me block that off a second, and we'll use knowledge of the terrain. Ow. Oh, damn it. They got out. Right, hang on a second. There you go. That's that particular problem solved. We need to sort out these fellas. You are going to die, as are you. And then this side here, what we'll do is I think at this stage we're going to go with discretion being the better part of valor, and we're going to take a little stroll and just see what's over this side of the island. I know what's over this side of the island. This is just my excuse to run away from the spiders, and yeah, we'll get far enough away that they can despawn, and then that should be hopefully that layer of the thing clear. With a bit of luck, back in a bit. Alright, well, if I have got all of the spawners out of that top room, and I'm not 100% certain I have, this next stage should be relatively easy. There is one more spawner that I'm aware of in there, and it doesn't actually spawn anything. We could in theory leave it, we're not going to, but we could in theory leave it. And there's a zombie in here somewhere by the looks of it. Hello? I hear you. There shouldn't be any spawners left in there as far as I'm aware. Well, what we can do now, I suppose, we'll just take these out. That will light up the entire place. And so far, no sign of a spoder, which is all good. We'll just make sure that this is clear. Where is this guy? I mean, in all seriousness, where is he? Take that out in a second. I have no idea where this... Oh, he might be over... Well, I really don't know. I really do not know where this zombie is hiding. But what I do know is we should be largely good to jump in here, I think. I mean, we've got armour, it's not... and it's only one zombie, it's not like it's creepers or unpleasantness like that. I just wish I knew where he was. I mean, if I was going to suspect anyway, I'd stay in one of these haystacks where he can't see me, but... He must be on the ground floor. He must be. These don't break very easily, do they? Right, well, we've got, I think, all of the offending articles. Let me just make sure that there's nothing over here waiting to bite us on the ass, and we will be happy. The only other thing I would like to do, I think, is just, I can't remember, is if it were me, that block there would be a spawner. Clearly it's not me, so we don't have that issue, but yeah, we'll continue clearing, and I think we're now on to relatively easy work. This now, it should be as simple as knocking down a building. I mean, quite literally just bringing the building down. We're not having to clear any hostile mobs. We're 100% mob. Well, we're not 100% mob free. You can hear the 1% down there, but you know what I mean. I know what I mean. Alright. Right, so yeah, I can continue on. I will get this done. Next time you see me, hopefully, will be at least the ground floor will be exposed. So yeah, back in a bit. Alright, we're getting very close. We ran out of food, so we've popped back to... I've still not managed to break either of those tools as well. Just, you know, insult, injury and all that kind of thing. There we go, that should do us. So we're almost down... Well, I think there's a few uprights of logs, and then we are down on the ground floor with the hickory floor, which we just need to rip out. You'll notice my saw, which was virtually brand new when we started this, is now looking a little worse for the wear. A little worse for wear. Oh man, let me stop with the trees already. In terms of time it's taken to take this thing down, 3 hours roughly, give or take. Yeah, probably. I started at about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and it's now just gone 9. So yeah, we know. I've always said that TFC is basically Minecraft with built-in grind. We've done pretty well for resources. I mean, this is all wood, obviously. You can see that. That's bricks. Load of stuff in there. 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 There's a lot of stuff, and we're going to reuse a lot of this to build the thing. I've got this red stuff on me because I'm just going to. That is the spawn zone I'm using, which is going to be a 7x7. I'm not going with a 9x9 for this. There is a reason, and yes, I know I could have, probably should have actually. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, there is a reason, and it all comes down to one of the limitations we have with TFC. At the moment, we have no means of placing water source blocks, none whatsoever. And until we get a red steel bucket, we will not have any means of placing water source blocks. So the typical go-to spawner, mob spawner arrangement with water flows to push the mobs, no good. Additionally, we don't want them to use water anyway, because I've got the pick that I've left that spawner up there. Well, I'll say I left that spawner up there. I don't think I have a means of moving it. But even if I had a means of moving it, we don't need. I mean, that is desperately trying to spawn. Look, we don't desperately need to have it all. What's the word I'm looking for here? We'll get there eventually. We don't desperately need to have it there because we want it in the air. We want this thing to spawn high up. Somewhere under this lot, by the way, there's a skeleton spawner. Just thought I'd point that out. And it can't spawn because if I can find the thing. It's somewhere. Must be further over. We'll get these out. It's not a problem. It can't spawn because it's beneath this layer of blocks, and obviously a spawner spawns on the level it's on, one layer above, one layer below. So it needed to be a block up for spawning, which is probably just as well, because probably the skeleton would have come along and, you know, eaten our face, and we'd have all been, oh, how am I going to get along without a face? And everybody been like, oh, don't worry about it. It wasn't a good face to start off with. You know, stop being a drama queen and all this malarkey. There we go. One skeleton spawner. Bye bye. We don't need it. Because I say, we don't have an easy means or any particular means of building a mob elevator to get these guys up and then drop them. And hence why this is ideal. Because, you know, we can do this. I should eat a sandwich actually, and then that will be all good and happy. There you go. Right, yeah. So we just need to get this out, and then there's a little bit of, you know, filling in holes with dirt, and then we're up to the next stage, which is going to be getting a dark room built to spawn the creepers and drop them, and from this drop will leave them on approximately 50 health out of 500. They will be left on one. It's effectively one LP, you know, because they have 500 and they have 50, which is 120, 1/10 actually. It's two life, not one. I can't do maths. But you all know this, so there you go. Yeah, so we're just really finishing up, and I will make a start on the build, but I think we're going to finish it. This is going to be a 2 build job anyway, because I need to go and do a whole load of iron work before we can really use this, because I need a means of getting the creepers to a point where I can kill them, and we don't really have one right now. Let me just get you. I'm going to pop you out and pop you in, pop you out, pop you in. We'll pop that down there. Oops, we'll pop that down there. And then we could start filling in these holes. Any hole? Oh, there's another one over there, isn't there? We need to fill you in temporarily. Yeah, got a little bit of mainly cosmetic work, I would say, to do, and I'll be back in a little while. That blackberry bush tried to kill me earlier, by the way, as well. Yeah, it's, oh, Jesus, stop it with this. We're going to need more dirt anyway, I think. Because obviously I want to terraform this all in and let it grow in and not be a hole in the ground, so that's fine. In fact, I think we will do the build next episode. It's not in content, in terms of content, we've not got the greatest content, we've not got a huge amount of stuff done, but tearing this thing down is actually a big enough job in its own right. And obviously you can see the level of materials and resources it's generated. I may try and get, well, should we? Yeah, I suppose we could get that bit done. I'm just going to dump all of you in here this time, I think, just because I can for now. And then we got a little bit of you. You will go there, that will go there, and I think if I go around here, you've got space. Yes, you have. Oh, we still also have those. They can go back in here as well. So yeah, we've got building materials. We have got food. We've got plenty of building materials, in fact. Question is what to build out of and how to build it. Yeah, so I think until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.